The illustrious Ken Rolston was lead designer of the previous two Elder Scrolls game, not Skyrim, but of course Oblivion and Morrowind, that I downed, I think, like 200 hours into, and I could jump over buildings. I was the man in that. He is, I think his official title is the executive designer. He designs executives. Oh, yes. Whoops. And there it is. Oh, hello. Is this the illustrious Mr. Rolston?
It is, in fact, and any second now the video may be working.
Oh, yes. And it looks like I have this very special overlay coming in. Yes. Excellent.
That notion. That's awesome.
Perfect. And there you are. You are currently on stream, on the air, and everyone says hello. Now, for any of you who don't know, Mr. Rolston is the, is it the executive designer is your title of the...
My real title is Internationally Celebrated Game Designer.
Yeah, excellent. So I'm...
Repeat after me, Internationally Celebrated Game Designer.
The Internationally Celebrated Game Designer, it is on his business card. It actually wraps around to the other side as well,
it does.
Because it's in the size 50 font.
Too big. Yes, like everything.
Now, I wanted to ask, because since you are the designer of Kings of Amalur Reckoning, I know you have some background experience with the Elder Scrolls game, but the combat system is a lot more involved in this game. Can you talk a little bit about what that was like going from the world of the Elder Scrolls, kind of transitioning over to the world of Reckoning?
Well, think about the world of the Elder Scrolls when it went to consoles on Morrowind and then evolved on Oblivion. It's really a PC game turned into a console game, never quite made the whole trip. And when I left Oblivion, I said, I'd like a really nice console game for an RPG. Yeah. And we came here and we were working on a console game. We say, you know, if you have a console game, shouldn't you have good combat? Well, actually, shouldn't you feel good about moving from one place to another? Forget the combat. I want my controller to move me. And it turns out if you get good movement on the controller, it's kind of reasonable to have good combat, and it grows from there.
And, of course, I kind of want to do the follow-up to that, because I know a lot of people are asking about the jump mechanic. I mean, personally, I haven't actually felt any weirdness to it, just because I'm too busy rolling and being an unbelievably dexterous badass. But can you talk a little bit about, like, that decision in terms of removing some of that mobility, when mobility was that huge focus for you?
Well, some people, for example, feel uncomfortable wearing shorts. I don't understand it, but that's true. And I think it's the same way with jumping. I jump all the time in real life. You should just ask anybody at work. I just hop. But that, I really need a therapist, you know. Maybe it comes from having done nothing but played Elder Scrolls games where you wanted to increase your athletic skill, which I missed tragically. No, it's jumping, sorry. Say you hop all the time, and maybe I got that disease from playing stupid games. But by the way, nobody needs to hop up and down all the time. just a hint. Yeah, just a suggestion.
I have never heard an explanation as crisp and complete as that. That is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. I actually do want to ask about the sort of balance between the story, the lore, that whole development, traversing through the world from the story perspective versus going through the world in terms of just battling and, I guess, in a sense, dithering is a lot of kind of what I do. It's like, ooh, what's down here? And kind of shooting down that way. Like, what was that design like, trying to balance those two?
I'm not sure we ever really wanted to balance those two in any sense. What I wanted you to do is to be able to play any way you wanted to, and it had to work in the same space. So, for example, whichever game you play, you could probably play that lunatic, dithering, wandering game. Yeah. It just wouldn't be any fun because there was nothing there that was interactive. And on the other hand, maybe in a good story game, you need that story to drive you through. Those two things aren't necessarily in conflict. You can paint a big yellow brick road down the center of the area, and people will follow it because it's shiny, but along the side of it you can have interactive objects, and certain people will see things outside of their main vision. They have good peripheral vision. I'm talking sort of like metaphorically now, but some people are attracted by shiny things off the main path.
Absolutely.
So what you do is you design a world in which the people who are looking for X see nothing but X, and people who are looking for Y see nothing but Y, and people who see everything see X and Y, and they're all happy. That's the idea.
Wow, that is... Now, I'm actually curious that, like, in terms of your own experience as a gamer, is there a certain type of style that you tend to favor? And is that kind of a struggle to battle against when trying to design this kind of game? Or, I mean, I know that you're the internationally recognized Grandmaster of Game Design. Celebrated. International. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize for being askew. But yeah, in terms of your own gameplay versus the design of the game, are there certain styles that you personally favor?
As a player, I am like the people that I design games for. That is, I am one of 25 different players. Here's an anecdote. Will explain it. When I went to England,
I can't wait.
Yes. When I went to England, I had tea a lot because they drink tea, and some drink it black, some drink it with milk. Some drink it with sugar, some drink it with milk and sugar. And I never drank it the same way twice. And I got the strangest looks from the British folks. They couldn't imagine that I didn't pick one and just decide. I think that's the way with a lot of people. Now, when I play in a game, I often play randomly, no matter what game I'm starting, in whatever way I feel. And then I can often find out what game that was designed to play. On the other hand, as a professional, what I do is I try to play the game styles that no one else plays so I can find the fun. For example, I think I play like you do as a psychotic lunatic. For example, I decide I'm going to start by killing every quest giver.
Yeah, why not?
Cut a swath across the map. Now, what that does, because the enemies get tougher as you move toward the end of the map, then I don't get any experience points for any of the quest stuff. So I am essentially changing the ramp on the difficulty curve slowly but steadily into the stratosphere, and I'm getting my ass kicked. But on the other hand, it means I have to learn how to use all those things in my golf bag that I haven't been using, like potions, or I have to learn how to use blocking techniques that I don't normally need to use, or I pull out that staff which I just carry in my golf bag because I think I might be in a deep sand pit or something. So that's what happens.
That is awesome, because I guess that is a good point, that like as I'm going to the edge, it's also like I'm probably getting a comparable amount of experience by constantly being forced to almost die at every single engagement versus actually trying to complete all the quests back home if I wanted to do it in sort of that slow completionist way.
The nice thing is you can't tell whether what you're doing is effective or not. You would really have to sit down and do some pencil and paper work, and the exciting thing is you can I'm helping you, the word forcing might be used in that same place, I'm helping you explore the game instinctively.
This is so cool, because it's one of those funny things where, as a gamer, I always kind of have this, I guess illusion might be too strong a word, but I feel like I'm the man, like I'm in control, I'm making my own decisions. But in a sense, it's just like, as you're describing, I'm realizing this subtle way in which I was sort of like nudged and pressured in certain ways and exploring the environment in my own way. But of course, with those sort of restrictions, it kind of ends up allowing for, as opposed to just saying, no, you're going to be shoved down this way. I feel like I'm making the decision all on my own.
Every game design is a conversation between the gamer and the game designer, and sometimes it's more explicit than others. I'm often, when you feel I'm trying to fuck you, I'm probably trying to fuck you. You get that at the edges of the experience, but when I'm subtly guiding you and doing my job right, you really can't tell whether you're free or not.
And with all that said, I want to ask my most exciting question of what is your favorite design element piece in terms of the game design? Was there like a favorite mechanic that you put in, or a favorite little trick or technique, something that was like a problem that was going on in testing and this solution really cracked it?
And no, in fact, I don't think I think that way. I don't think about features. Well, actually, now that I think of it, the thing that went into the game is the thing that I like the most is the thing I was trying to take out of the game. In other words, I'm always wrong at some important point. And chakrams, somebody decided we should have chakrams, and they said we all have these magical frisbees. And I snorted and sewed out my nose again. I said, you got to be kidding me. That's the stupidest idea I ever heard. And then the animators and the system designers made the coolest chakrams on Earth. So essentially, the thing that I was least smart about at some point in the design is what is my favorite piece in the game.
That is... I love that description. That is... You know, it's one of those things that I now almost want to go back and re-equip my chakrams that I was tragically replacing the staff for.
Well, you did, I think, notice that it goes through objects.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Yes,
well,
totally.
It's magical, right?
Yeah! It's a feature!
Awesome! They're totally awesome, really.
Well, Ken, I wanted to thank you so much for coming on, and of course, since there are 13,000 people watching live right now, if there's anything you'd like to say to them before I hop back to my battling, now's the time.
Please, I'd like you all to play in the stupidest ways that you can imagine and find all the edges. Go searching for the places where you can break the game, because that's the most fun. And please report whenever you humiliate us or we humiliate you in some meaningful way. If you're having fun, that's just to be expected. But what I want to know is the accidental tragedies that you create for yourself or that we left lying around to murder you.
I think that is the greatest challenge ever. Ken, you have opened my eyes to the genius level of game design. I can't wait to go step out into the world, call up JP, and brag about how completely fucked I am in the game.
Please serve the dark powers.
Awesome, thanks so much, Ken. I'm going to get back to gaming.
Me too. So long.
Cheers. Oh my god, he's real. What? Oh my god. Okay, let me tell you something. I'm used to the sort of design process of, we have our design goals and we're going to iterate upon the process. It's really a second order problem. I have like books on game design and I read all this flat single font sized text. Screw that, man. Ken Rolston thinks in like just bright colors, just like throwing everywhere. Totally gets screwed in the game. I can't believe, if you fuck up, let us know. Here are forums. Oh! Oh god, I'm calling JP and Wheat. Oh, where's JP? JP, you have to call me. You have to call me. That interview happened on the Day 9 stream. My life is great. Manfred, can you believe what just happened? Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Where is JP? McDaniel. I'm just gonna force call him. Answer with video. Wait, JP?
What? Hello? Hi.
Hello.
We went to sleep, man. He's an old man.
Speaking of old man, JP, I just had the most phenomenal interview with Ken Rolston. I can't even go back and play the game. I need to jump. I feel so great. Oh my gosh, you know what he said, to just go explore the edges and just get screwed as often as possible, and note that you have no idea if you're really doing it wrong or not.
Nice.
It's like, you know, it totally, I totally crossed the map arbitrarily. I can't even complete a sentence. John Paul.
Well, I can't cuss, so I can't talk at all either. So I guess we're just screwed here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna delve deeper into the dungeons and the depths.
I'm in a cave surrounded by like midgets, man, and this guy just keep calling me a filthy thief, and I don't know what's going on.
Uh oh. I'm opening the door.
Theater can show us the whole tapestry of fate laid bare. We can do nothing to change it. Or
Wow.
Well, most of us.
Holy crap. Loot in the chest. Oh
Dude,
my
where
God.
are you? So I opened up your stream and watched on my other monitor now. Where are you? Oh God, I didn't dispel the ward.
Oh, are you cursed again, JP?
Dude, I'm always cursed, man. Come here, little guy.
Oh! Oh!
Kill those kobolds.
Yeah, yeah, slaying them. Oh, don't you take my XP. I love the staves. Come on, where's the loot? Shine it up. Shine it up. Oh, no shininess.
I like how you've just taken the way that we say line them up
And applied it to
applied
everything.
it to everything. Yeah.
Why would I not do that?
I don't know. That's smart. Good thing.
I know, if I had a child and he started sobbing because he was hungry, I'd be like, cry it up!
Exactly.
Cry him up! Uh-oh.
I just freed someone from this tower and I haven't gotten any loot.
Oh! Oh!
Don't run into that giant
Reckoning! Hey, JP, let me know when I'm... Oh, that's my ally. Oh.
When you what?
Getting close to the end of Reckoning mode.
How would I know that?
Because you can look at the bar at the top at 5-second delay. Look, you have a great point.
Dude, I'm fighting giant. Oh, I'm dead.
Alright, out! What button do I gotta press? Oh, it's B!
Hey.
Oh! Hundo Placento.
Are you playing on the 360? What are you playing on?
I'm playing on PC, but I have a controller.
Yeah, same here. It's the way to do it, man.
It really is.
Because you can just start spamming all 4 face buttons, and then once you find out which one it is, then you spam that one.
God, you are such a cheater, pumpkin eater. Or as Ken Rolston would say, you are just right.
Exactly.
Hey, I got some rigid armor compared to I'm naked. Equip it. Frostweave Cowl. It's a sorcery thing.
I got that. I'm thinking about just disenchanting all of that.
Oh, that's what I should do. I keep forgetting that I'm a blacksmith.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, guys, go to the... Ooh, nice. 2 Essences of Fate. Shit. If you go to my Twitter or JP's Twitter, you can get a link to where the voting takes place, where you can get all sorts of free tours and prizes and happy things.
It's good to see some action.
And in 1 hour, I'll be interviewing R.A. Salvatore, the designer of Dat Lore. And get over here. Ow!
What? She pulled someone and said, ow, how does that work?
You'll see on my stream.
Dude, I'm gonna die, these stupid trolls. Wait, what?
Alright.
Sean, there's just a spinning hammer on my screen. I don't know what's going on.
A spinning hammer?
Yeah, it's a bug. I'll show it here in a second.
Well, I'm actually going to go tune into your stream really fast because I want to see what's up, and because it's been 35 minutes since the last break, and I'm trying to keep it into 30-minute segments because I think of the archive viewers. I'm going to go to a break. JP, I'll call you back. Peace.
All right.
Peace.